Contact will be working before you even know it because a woman's going to be going through a lot of emotions that you won't be aware of until she's going to be direct. One of the key ones is going to be checking to see if you've been messaging her, you've reached out, you've done something indirectly in order for her to start feeling some sort of validation or attention coming her way. So a lot of the emotions behind that is driven by her, let's say, missing you. A lot of it is also, let's say, the times when a female is going to be talking to one of her close friends about you. It's that curiosity. Now anxiousness gets attached to it. Now maybe even being so concerned and wondering why you're taking so long to say something to her. All of those things is all a bunch of feelings and emotions that she does have to experience and go through when she's also realizing that she actually had someone like you. And when I say someone like you, obviously you as the person that you are, being a guy, the different things that you offered and brought to the table, some of them are little things, some of them are big things, some of them are things that you might have been overlooking for a very long time, which she realizes the worth of it or sees value now that you're not around. And no contact is more of a concept that it's supposed to kind of bring awareness to you yourself. And whether a man or a woman is doing it, you're supposed to look internally and be like, okay, this is what I know about myself. This is how I can prove. For instance, if you were needy or always clinging to her before, and when you try to stop yourself from being like that, you found yourself to be, let's say, missing her heavily or feeling uncomfortable, that's the areas that you have to work on regardless, because even if you do get in a healthy relationship with a woman, she's still going to have to realize that you're going to be fine. You can control your emotions without her around. Now, let's go ahead and move on to some of the other emotions that a woman would feel. But before I dive more into it, give this video a big thumbs up. If y'all want to talk about whatever is going on with you, if you feel a certain way about a situation, you want more answers, you want strategic ways to go about it, or you're simply just tired of the female that you're dealing with, whatever the case may be, could even be about your goals, things that you want to start doing that's going to help you overall be that guy when women notice you. We can do that during a consultation. And if you just want to check out my other stuff and resources out there, you could do that by going on my website. I have masterclasses, affirmations, powerful man affirmations recorded in my voice, bundle deals, and so much more. And lastly, don't forget about exclusive and explicit content. Patreon, that's where it's going to be at, and YouTube membership. Now, y'all, I have a question for y'all. Do you find that women don't show their emotions easily these days? So sometimes I've noticed that when you do no contact, especially if a guy is going to say, oh, it hasn't really been working. I see way more people say it's working. But for the few people that be like, no contact is not working for me, or I don't know if it's working, you also have to remember her emotions might not be showing. That's why I started the video talking about you're not going to realize that no contact is maybe working for you until afterwards. The bigger picture too, because no contact is still more done for you and how you come out, how much of self-improvement has been shown and really now being visible. So because of you, you should also look at no contact as like an exercise in a practice to go ahead and talk to her less. Because also the emotions that she might feel is a little bit of loneliness, or maybe sometimes she's not valid enough for you. And unfortunately, I don't want insecurities for her. However, she might start feeling insecure just simply because you're going to be having other things that are a priority. So that leads into another emotion, and kind of a way that she'll go through things is just feeling sad and upset and confusion. Again, no contact is not for her to have to feel these things, but sometimes it's about realizing how much beneficial you were for her, to her, all that sorts of stuff, and simply realizing yourself that, okay, well, I have a huge impact. The more you're just coming back around her, the more you're just letting her back in, and texting her the first time that she texts you, or the first time or the second time she says, hey, how have you been? When you know good and well there are so many moments of her switching up or showing you different signs, hot and cold games, the yo-yo games, all sorts of stuff, and not the good roller coaster, because sometimes the roller coaster emotions are really good because you know she's really obsessed or really into you and you're somewhat sometimes driving her crazy. However, when you're going through the roller coaster and she's the one that makes you feel like, oh, okay, we're getting somewhere, leading you on, and then the next second it's the opposite or it's something else, it's too much to keep dealing with. It's frustrating, I would say so, right? Another thing too is that you have to remember that before she's gonna reach out to you, the emotions become a buildup. So there's so many more emotions that she'll feel aside from the ones that I've explained, right? There's a lot that you might notice or you already know about her to happen, because let's say you know last time or one moment ago or any situation where she doesn't get her way, she gets to the, let's say, projecting, or she gets to the, let's say, saying that she's maybe not doing something properly, but it's because of this reason. And then maybe it's a victim thing where it's like, well, all the guys that I've dated always did this, or you don't understand how I feel, like it shouldn't be that hard. So sometimes it's kind of like taking that full role of, okay, well, I'm the victim here, you should be looking at me and feeling bad somewhat, or you should be looking at me and realizing I'm not the issue, you are. I've had things happen to me instead of obviously for me. And I'm not saying everything is not that she is a victim to. There's obviously certain stuff, but sometimes that victim word people take very lightly, use it very lightly, and kind of just throw it in anything as if it's not a very much powerful word. And it's not something that could just be used in any situation. You're either are one in this situation and maybe not in another, or you might just have this mindset that carries out through life and you are not doing anything about it. That being besides my point, let's just say because of that example, if she's like that, and then you now have her having these emotions happen, it's just going to impact her even more as no contact goes on, because she has to fully experience these feelings. And this is something I'll talk about in a different video, but this is a positive thing for y'all, because if she has to fully experience these feelings, remember when you were around, that's when she was able to get it out.
That you have going on. It could be about anything, self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. Click that link after this video.
Sleep affirmations so you could become that powerful man, and it is recorded in my voice, and I give you the strongest affirmations to overall become that man and subconsciously become powerful. So let's get into these books. Get a track woman you want and get her to miss you, along with secrets to winning her over, and it tells you about cold approaching. It tells you my personal stories, and if you're trying to up your game in the dating game, these books are going to be perfect for that, and you could get it all in a bundle deal. Make sure you click the link down below. Are self-improving in the process. This is so serious. This is why I have a whole no contact guide and journal available. Y'all could go ahead and purchase it. If you need somewhere to start off, then you need all the breakdowns, all the insight, the information, and I have structure in there, help you, prompts, things that will tell you you got this, but it will give you also reasons why, and I have stories in there that tells you why no contact has worked for people, all types of stuff. It's so detailed, y'all. That's how much information I made sure to put in there. Step up no contact, or if you need somewhere to start and you need something to help you, this is like me guiding you as you go through no contact. That's how I customized it for y'all. So you can check that out by clicking the link down below. See what you could do with no contact, how far you could do it. Just learn everything, have the guidance, and accountability partner. Although I'm not actually there, you'll feel that sense from this journal and guide.